Hello learners, in this entire series of lectures, we'll try to take this plan of a hostel building, and we'll try to take out all the quantities that is required so that we get an overall idea of how the estimation has to be done for the live project. So this is a building what we look into. So it's a hostel building. It's a ground floor now. We are in a ground floor. We are in the ground floor layout. So I have a kitchen, a dishwash, a store, a dining here. I have a bathroom blocks here. I have a circular columns in this session. It's a open to sky. You have a room here. You have a room here, an entrance lobby, and a staircase here, and a warden room. So coming to the first floor layout, I have a computer room. So this first floor layout, I'll come from the staircase. I'll enter here. I have a computer room, a room here, a room here, a room, and a toilet block, and I have a medical room. So this is my ground floor and the first floor plan. Next, coming to the second floor plan. So again, it's the same thing what I have in the first floor. And now coming to the elevation of the building. So this is the front elevation of my building. The floor to floor height is 3 meter. It's actually 3.15 meter. This is my first floor. I have a slab here. Then I have a second floor and there is a parapet wall. Now coming to the other drawings. So this is a footing cross section of the drawing. So we'll try to work out all the foundation quantities, the excavation, the PCC, the sand filling, and other quantities. So these are the footing what you can see, F1, F2, F3, F4, all these are the footing quantities. And then we have a different details of the footing. What is the footing number, what is the size of each footing, what is the depth of the footing, and what is the reinforcement provided. And then we have the column sizes here. These are the different size of the column, and each size of the column is given here, which is 230 by 450, and all the things are mentioned here. And this is a circular column, which is C17, C18, C21, and C22. Then coming to the plinth ground floor beam layout. So these are the ground floor beam layout and the plinth beam layout what we have. We'll try to find out all the concrete quantity, the slab quantity, the slab centering materials, and all the quantity. We'll try to find out for each and every of the floor. And this is a roof beam layout. So this is also a roof beam layout. I have a column marked here. So all these are my beams. So this is B1, B2, B3, all these are the beams. We'll try to see what is the size of all these beams. Then after that, we'll take up the staircase as well. We'll try to find out the staircase quantity, the concrete quantity, and also the shuttering quantity for the staircase. And once all these things are done, we'll try to see what all are the electrical equipments that is required. That is how many number of tube lights is required, how many number of fan is required, and all those things are given in the drawing. So it is written here, and based on that we'll try to work out each and every of the quantities. And then these are the Excel sheets what I have prepared. So in the Excel sheets we'll try to do each and everything manually. I'll tell you how to do it, and then we'll try to do it on the Excel as well. So this is for the excavation. And then going to the footing concrete, this is I'll show the footing as well. Yeah, so these are the footing concretes. So in the footing shuttering quantity, how much is required, we'll find out the cost as well. So this is a very important thing in the entire series of lecture. We'll be finding out even the quantity as well, not only the concrete quantity. Along with the concrete quantity, we'll find out how many cement bag is required, how much sand is required, how much aggregate is required, how much water is required, what will be the total cost of the cement that is required, what is the amount of sand that is required, how much amount will go for the aggregate, and we'll also find out the total price that is required for each of the element. That is for the foundation, how much it is required, for the first floor slab casting, how much it is required. Along with that, we'll try to find out the shuttering cost as well. How much is the shuttering cost, and how much shuttering materials or how much shuttering plates are required. And then coming to the plinth beam, these are the plinth beam things what I've worked out. Again, we'll try to see how much cement is required, how many cement bags are required, what is the total plinth beam PCC required, what is the total cost that is required if I want to do the casting of all this plinth beam PCC. Once all the floors are done, next we'll go to the most interesting part, that is about the interiors. That is, we'll also try to find out how much um, plastering is required, how much amount of plastering has to be done. Then we'll try to find out how much extra plastering is to be done, how much ceiling putty has to be put out, right? You can see it here, ceiling putty. Then what is the total cost that will happen if I put up the uh, ceiling, then also how much tiles is required for the floor tiles, how many number of tiles is required, what will be the cost of the tiles if I put 98 number of tiles, how much cement is required, how much sand is required, how much water is required. So each and everything we are going to take out in this entire series of lecture. What is skirting, how to find out the skirting quantities, then the cost is also given in Indian rupees as well as in the dollars, so that it is easy for you to understand how to work out the calculation. Then coming to the outside plastering, also we'll try to find out the outside plastering and how much amount of painting is required, how much paints are required. I've written it here. Paint required for outside wall is I need 23 liters of paint. So if I need 23 liters of paint, how much cost is involved in that? Then we'll try to find out each and every of the quantities, and also the brickwork will be found out. And along with that, we'll also try to find out what all are the electrical equipments that is required, like how many tube lights are required, so what will be the cost of each tube light, how much fan is required, what is the cost of the ceiling fan. So each and every element we are trying to work out in this entire series of lectures. So I hope it is understood up to here. So in the next lecture we'll try to take each and each quantities, and we'll try to understand them. I hope it is understood up to here. We'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.